Large protective breed puppy. Here we go. First things first, potty training. To help with potty training, we are going to have an overall rule, which is no furniture. We can't have it for a big breed dog, so we're going to be able to have Milo and Tot have an escape by letting them be on the furniture and not letting him be on the furniture. I am living proof that two dogs can have different rules in the same house, let alone the same studio apartment. Because we're not going to allow furniture, I want there to be 3 different areas I want him to be in only, and in those 3 areas only in the house. Area number 1, crate. She said the C word. Please try to remember, dogs are den animals. They love to be in dens, not cages. That's not what they see crates as. That's what we see crates as, because we like open areas. Big houses, big yards, big acreage. Blah. Even if they don't have a crate at home, they are going to be creating their own, which is either hiding under blankets or hiding under the bed or hiding in a closet or hiding in between the owner's legs. They like to den and hide up in dark places somewhere. The crate also teaches them to be able to learn to hold his bladder. Most dogs do not like to pee or poop where they sleep, especially in a small enough confined area. So whenever we are gone and no one is home to watch him, we are going to put him in his crate, give him something to do so that he's not crying the whole time. If he does, let me know. And we're going to be starting to teach him to learn to hold those little puppy bladder muscles so that he doesn't go whenever he feels like it. I believe the crate is important for any dog to learn, but especially for puppies. The video I sent you guys will explain it way better, but we're going to move on to number 2. Number 2! Tie down. What is that? Tie down is what I like to use on a dog bed, so actually keeping a tether on a dog bed. So I like to keep a dog bed next to something kind of heavy, and I'm actually going to be using a leash or a tether of some kind to be wrapped around like a couch leg or a coffee table leg, and having him learn to actually stay on a dog bed. What that will do is teach him to be in what I like to call an invisible crate, where he learns to stay laying down on a dog bed, which is also teaching him to learn to be able to hold his bladder on a place that he's going to be sleeping or staying, but yet he could still look around and be a part of what's going on in the house. And then think of the tie down as like our training babysitter. So whenever he tries to get up from the dog bed and we don't want him to, he learns that he can just stay there. Tie down can be used anytime. I like to use it most when I can't keep an eye on my dog or my puppy that I'm working with or training. Whenever I have strangers over, whenever I've ordered pizza and I know the guy's going to be knocking on the door any second, I like to have him learn that whenever there's stuff going on in the house and I can't watch you, I want you on your dog bed. I want you on your place. That is your safe place, your holy place. We want you there. If he is ever being a nuisance when he gets bigger, or we just want him to have a go lay down on his spot because he's just so big, I want him to be able to have that go-to. Jacque I'm sending you also will explain the tie down system just a little bit better, but we really want to be able to kind of have him learn to be tethered and to be able to like it, and that tether is going to be on a flat buckle collar. Now this is where we get into number 3. Number 3 is a little weird, and I bet you have never done it before, but I promise you it works, and you're going to want to use it for when we're actually going to be training this bigger dog later, and this is what I tell all my clients to do. I like to keep a leash or what I call a pull tab. I'm going to be using a pull tab to be able to have him be connected to his normal collar. Yes, we want him to wear a collar. We want him to get used to having something on his neck, so when we try to walk him, he doesn't freak out and go, oh my gosh! I like to use a good foot-long, like, pull tab. I don't know why my brain fart is happening. Connected to his collar, so that anytime I need to redirect him or guide him off of the bed or drag his butt outside from peeing in the house and kind of catch him in the act of doing it, I have that little go-to, and I can show him I can guide him with the leash anywhere I need him to go, so that in the future when we actually start training with the leash, he knows exactly what we're doing and he wants to pay attention even more. And that's it. No furniture, so we have those 3 areas instead: crate, tie down, or just hanging out with you guys, dragging a leash behind him. Start using his name a lot, very happily. I like to say their name over and over and over, and every time I get their attention with their name, I'll give them a treat or a hot dog. Now, I know you guys want a protective big dog, but I promise you his size will be scary enough, and we need to make him think that we're the ones that are going to be protecting him, at least for right now. As for right Now, we have to trick him into thinking that we're in charge, we're the protectors, and he needs to go to us for things. So we don't have problems later on. When he's older, we can start switching it to where he still sees us as master, but when he can still feel protective of us. That's fine. That doesn't happen till later. The correctional tool I like to use is not the squirt bottle. I don't believe in using squirt bottles as corrections for dogs. I like my dogs to like water, so I use shaker cans, which is what a tall soda can is, that has been emptied out and dried and cleaned, and I put about 20 pennies in there, so when I shake it, it's just a loud aluminum sound. Dogs don't like it unless you're insane, and it's my German Shepherd and he bites it and he likes it, but most dogs don't like it. So I want him to start learning that every time we say no, or whenever we're trying to shake or cam away from getting him off the couch and stuff like that, he learns that it's not just us saying no, going one in one ear and out the other. It's an actual no loud sound that he doesn't like, so he learns that whatever he's doing is wrong. Going to be rewarding for the good behaviors and teaching him that certain things are wrong, but not quite correcting them, just more like teaching him things are wrong, these are right. Do want him getting used to being around a couple more dogs rather than just Milo and Tot Tot, just because I don't want him developing dog aggression, which we do see all the time because dogs are very much pack animals, so I want him learning to see other dogs and not learn to freak out. He doesn't need to learn how to play necessarily, it's just having him learn to be able to see a dog and be more focused on you and not really care. Every time someone comes over, whether it's Bailey's friends or Tyler's friends, have them give him lots of treats so that new strangers and new smells that come into the house, he doesn't have to feel so defensive or protective of it yet. We want him to be welcoming so that anytime we do have people over, he's not protective, and we don't want him to be aggressive towards people that come in the house, which I also deal with on a daily basis with my clients. So we're going to be teaching him that strangers are good, strangers are happy. Again, we're going to be tricking him into thinking that we're the protectors and we're the masters, and later on we can kind of have him learn when we want him to kind of be a little bit more alert for things like that, but I promise you his size is enough. As far as commands go, do not worry about him. We will work on those in a little bit. I'm mainly worried about having him learn to be comfortable in a crate and learning to be quiet in a crate, so let me know if he's a nuisance. And I will also be helping you guys, teaching him to go only outside. Do not have towels down for him. He needs to learn that outside is the place to go and only outside is the place to go. Stick with it. People don't just come to me and pick and choose what they want. I tell them straight up, like, if you're coming to me for professional help, I do this every day. I help hundreds and hundreds of dogs in the past, and I'm going to be able to help you guys now. So just be willing to kind of follow through and participate. We do not need to make him a working dog or anything. I'm just going to kind of help you guys learn certain rules and behaviors for this bigger dog, and also kind of help prevent certain behaviors that could arise if not taken care of properly or not prevented this early. People do pay $80 an hour to work with me because I know my stuff. So just be willing to listen, and I'm happy to help you guys out, but I'm super excited for you guys. I'm always craving another dog. Dogs are like potato chips. You can't just have one. And we'll get you guys on a good start, and anytime anything arises, please let me know.